remember your fourth grade music class, your teacher probably told you about the different types of instruments such as brush, woodwind, strings, and percussion. Do you know how to determine which instrument belongs to which group? So the method used to correctly classify them is by the way the instrument produces sound. Once the instrument produces sound, it can be determined where families of instrument they belong. Types of musical instrument. There are four kinds of musical instrument. The first is the string instrument, sounded by a bow, a hammer, or there are pluck or stamp. The strings produces sound by the use of three methods: the bowing, plucking, and strumming. The second is the woodwinds, made of wood, or there is a portion of the instrument that is made of a wood or a bamboo. There are two kinds of woodwinds. Number one is those played with reed, clarinet, saxophone, oboe, bassoon, English horn. And the second is those played through a hole or flute or piccolo. This is the example of flute and piccolo. So the number three is the brass instrument, made of brass plated with silver, nickel, or gold, or a pure brass. Brass is produces sound by the buzzing lips into the mouthpiece. And the fourth is the percussion instrument, stuck to produce sounds like drum, and it is produces sound by hitting, shaking, and scraping. There are kinds of percussion instruments. The one is instrument that can give changing pitches, the lyre, marimba, xylophone, bells, kettle drum. And the second is instrument that have definite pitches, bass drum, snare drum, cymbals, castanets, tom-tom, bongo, maracas, and woodblock. This is the example of the percussion instruments. The band play together using various brass winds, woodwinds, and percussion instruments. So the band is played by woodwinds and percussion instrument together. So number 6 is the orchestra. It is in symbol of instrumentalists playing strings, woodwinds, brass, and percussion instruments. There are the movements terms or the tempo. The tempo alone, the lento, slow and sad but not dragging. B, adagio, slow and literally at pleasure. C, moderato or the moderate. Letter D, presto or vivo, very fast. Presto is the very fastest of the movement of music. And the second is the tempo and the character of music. The large, broad, and slow, andante, graceful movement as if walking. Allegro, lively or brisk. Vivace, the quick and the gay. Animato or the with life. Maestoso, the grand and majestic. Gracioso and the gracious. The modification of movements: A, accelerando, the gradually faster. B, retardando, gradually slower. C, ad libitum, at the pleasure of the performer. Letter D, a tempo, back to the original speed. And there are also four voices of mixed chorus are soprano for the girls, alto for the girls, tenor for the boys, and bass for the boys. That would be my report. Thank you for listening. May you have the idea of the instruments, of the musical instruments and the kinds of musical instrument. Thank you.